Hello students. So as we have completed our first chapter, today we are going towards our next chapter and you have to identify which chapter we are going to learn. Okay, then let's start. So students, today we are in the situation of COVID-19 and scientists doing various experiments to discover vaccines for coronavirus, right? Yes. So when we are doing certain kind of experiment, what do we require? We require compound mixture, that means reactant to react. And if our research gets complete, then what do we get? We get a product, that is a product. So when two or more things combines with each other, they form a product. Okay, as two or more things react with each other, they form a product. So where we see this reactants and product, where we see this kind of reactants and product in a certain kind of equation, that means in a certain kind of reaction. Yes, so today onwards we are going to learn about chemical reactions and equations in our chapter number 3. Okay, so before moving towards next thing, let me tell you that this is a very interesting topic and you will really enjoy this topic while learning. Okay, so let's start. First, the introduction about the topic, that is, the molecules of an element are made up of one or more atom and they are exactly same. But the molecules of compound are made up of different atoms. What do you mean by atom? Atom is the smallest particle of chemical element. Okay, what is valency of an element? It is the capacity of an element to combine. When an element combine with each other. Okay, it is the number of chemical bond formed by one atom of an element with another atom. Thus, the valency of an element is determined by number of electrons present in the outermost shell of its atom, that is the valence electron. Okay, let me introduce with one example, that is, now you all know about the atomic number of carbon is 6 and its electronic configuration is 2 and 4. That means its outermost orbit has 4 electrons. So that means its valency is 4 and the carbon form 4 bond. Okay, I have taken an example of CH4, that is methane. So carbon is at the center and he forms 4 bond with the hydrogen atom. He has capacity to form 4 bond. That means his valency is 4. Okay. Yeah. So for writing of molecular formula, what do we require? We require symbol of different radicals and their valency. For example, NaCl, sodium chloride. Okay. So how I identified that this compound is sodium chloride? Na is what? Na, that means sodium, and Cl, that means chloride. Okay. So then it forms a sodium chloride. So valency of Na is what? 2, 8 and 4, 8 and 1. Sorry. And the valency of chloride is 2, 8 and 7. Now if you look at this, in the outermost shell of Na there is one atom, and here in the outermost shell of chlorine, that is 7 atom. So when 7 and 1 combine with each other, they complete octet, that is 8 electron, and form a compound, that is NaCl. So for that, symbol is important. Symbol means what? Na is a symbol of sodium, chlorine is a symbol of chloride. Okay. Yes, so in earlier standard we have seen how compounds are formed by chemical combination of element, and we have also learned that the driving force behind the formation of chemical bond is to attain an electronic configuration with a complete octet. The atoms attain the complete octet by giving, taking or sharing of electron with each other. Okay, just I have given an example of NaCl. Here Na gives 1 electron to Cl and it complete an octet, that is formed NaCl. Okay, What is chemical reaction? So, scientists during their experiment proved that during the chemical reaction, composition of matter changes and that change remains permanent. It will never change afterwards. And the properties of compound get changed and a new product is formed. During the physical change, only the states of matter changes and this change is often temporary in nature. Okay, so here there are two things, that is chemical change and physical change. In physical change, what happens? State of matter gets changes. That is, if a compound is solid, then it's converted into liquid. If a compound is liquid, then it converted into gaseous or vice versa. But in a chemical change, what happened? Composition of matter changes and we get a new product. Okay, here all the properties of that new product is different than the earlier compound. Okay, we get a new product in the chemical reaction, chemical change, but physical change only state gets changed. Okay, let's take an example. If I heat water, then I will get water vapor. Okay, water is in liquid state and water vapor is in gaseous state. Okay, so this is a physical change. But if I cool water vapor, then only I will get water. Yes, so it is a reversible reaction. Okay, so now here there is one table which is given and you have told to identify physical and chemical changes from the phenomena in the given table. Okay, so what is first? Transformation of ice into water. So as I have told you here, the state gets changed. That means ice is in solid state gets converted into water, that is liquid state. So this is a physical change. Okay, yes. Then cooking of food. Cooking of food, our kitchen is a one kind of chemistry lab where we perform experiment, and that means we cook something and we get a product, and that product is a different than the earlier product. In the cooking of food, we add the different kinds of ingredients and we will get a product. So it is a chemical change. Ripening of fruit. Ripening of fruit, salt fruit gets converted into sweet fruit. So this is also a chemical change. Then milk turned into the curd. This is also a chemical change. Evaporation of water, where water gets converted into, that is liquid gets converted into gaseous state. So this is a physical change. Then digestion of food in the stomach. In the stomach, food undergo various kinds of process and this is a chemical change. Size reduction of naphtha ball exposed to air. This is a physical change where the size gets reduced of naphtha ball. Then staining of shabati or kadpa tile by lemon juice. Why the tile gets stained by lemon juice? Because here some chemical reaction gets converted. Okay, it undergoes certain kind of chemical reaction, so it is a chemical change. And breaking of glass object on falling from a height, it is a physical change where no chemical, where it doesn't undergo any chemical change. Okay, so next we have given a certain kind of activities, that is these are the apparatus: thermometer, funnel, burner, dish, evaporating dish and all, and chemicals. Okay, this way will perform in lab, but just now I'm giving you a basic idea about the activities. So first activity is take a spoonful of limestone powder in a evaporating dish, heat it strongly on a high blue flame. So what is limestone powder? That is calcium carbonate, CaCO3. If I heat it, I will get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So there is no color change in this experiment and carbon dioxide gas gets released. So gas released, yes, carbon dioxide, and the temperature doesn't get changed, and the nature of change, obviously it is a reaction, so it is a chemical change. Then add a zinc Zn dust into the copper sulfate CuSO4 solution. So when we add zinc into the copper sulfate solution, we'll get zinc sulfate and copper, and here the color gets changed, that is from blue to it become colorless. no gas is released, temperature also gets increased, and it is a chemical change. Then add a potassium chromate K2CrO4 solution to barium sulfate, that is BaSO4 solution. So when we add K2CrO4 into BaSO4, we get potassium sulfate and barium chromate. We get potassium sulfate and barium chromate. Here we'll get yellow color precipitate and no gas is released, and no temperature increases decreases, temperature remains same, and the nature of change, that is it is a chemical change. When fourth is add a sodium carbonate Na2CO3 solution into the calcium chloride CaCl2 solution. So when we add Na2CO3 into CaCl2, we will get salt, that is 2NaCl plus salt plus calcium carbonate. So both having white color, so color changes white, no gas is released, temperature gets decreases, and the nature of change is chemical change. Fifth one is take a phthalic anhydride in a evaporating dish, close the end of funnel with a cotton plug, keep the funnel inverted to the evaporating dish on a tripod stand and slowly on a low flame. Okay, so phthalic anhydride, that is C8H4O3 plus O2, that is oxygen. If we'll add this, then we'll get 16 CO2 plus 4 hydrogen H2O. This is a balanced reaction. I have balanced this reaction. So what we will get? We'll get carbon dioxide. So this is a gas, yes. No temperature increase, but it is a physical change where carbon dioxide is a gas and hydrogen, that is water. So gas and liquid will get as a product. So, a physical change takes place due to the parameters such as temperature and pressure. Physical change is reversible, as I have given an example, that is water on heat on water gets converted into ice gets converted into water on heating. Yes, so it is a reversible reaction. It is a physical change, is a reversible. The composition of matter remains same in the physical change, that is ice gets transformed into water on heating and water is transformed into ice on cooling. If the composition of matter changes during a process, then it is called as a chemical change. Okay. Yes, so digestion, here in the digestion food gets undergo various process, so it is a chemical change. When we call a particular process or phenomenon as a chemical change, some chemical reactions are taking place. Okay, a chemical reaction is a process where some substance undergo bond breaking and transformed into a substance by a formation of new bond. Okay, a substance taking part in the reactions are called as reactant. While cooking, the ingredients which are added, they are called as reactant, whereas the substance are formed as a result of chemical reaction by formation of new bond are called as product. After combining a reactant, we get a proper food, that is a proper product, that is called as product. So here sodium and chloride is a sodium plus chlorine. What we will get? Sodium chloride, that is NaCl. Carbon plus oxygen, what will get? CO2, carbon dioxide. So carbon and oxygen, these are reactant, and CO2, that is carbon dioxide, is a product. So the chemical reaction is represented by writing a chemical equation. Obviously reaction is represented by writing a chemical equation. So this is about the basic terms and basic about chapter number 1, chapter number 3, chemical reactions and equations. Okay.